Hi ladies and gentlemen, Morino Ravenberg here again. Hold on, let me just check my camera, okay? Yeah, everything's fine. Okay, I just needed to double check. In any case, today's topic is going to be on a grimoire called the Sword of Moses. Sometimes I confuse it with the Book of Moses, but no. This grimoire is going to be about the Sword of Moses. Again, the Sword of Moses. In short, in layman's terms, I'm going to give you guys the quick version. The Sword of Moses is an Aramaic or a Jewish book on magic, of course. The name already gives that away, the Sword of Moses. And in the name, the sword indicated in the name is, or laid emphasis upon in the name, is not an actual sword. It's just a pendulum based on what I've seen, okay? Based on what I've seen, you'll have to excuse me. I'm not 100% sure, but no, it's not an actual sword as far as I know. Based on my own studies, it's simply a pendulum or a composition or a collection of actions and phrases and spells that one is supposed to recite. Let's just say an oration, a magical oration, or a set of orations that serve as a means of controlling spirits, specifically angels mentioned in the Sword of Moses as a grimoire. The Sword of Moses is no different than most other Solomonic texts that most magicians like us out there know, okay, or most people that are familiar with the occult, similar to the Lesser Key of Solomon, the Goetia, the Ars Paulina, and all of that. It's simply just a list of spirits with whom to work with, starting with four head angels, and their subordinate angels or the angels under them that they have as subordinates, and so on. Okay, and these angels can simply be utilized or can be called upon, and when carrying on the instructions as mentioned in the grimoire, and then they will grant you whatever it is that you desire. Okay. That is mentioned in the Sword of Moses itself, more or less, and other details. Okay, an example is simply that the Sword of Moses also states that these angels will latch themselves onto you or attach themselves to you, and that they will be with you for the rest of your life or for the rest of your days. Okay, even in the afterlife, I think. In any case, here is where my knowledge and experience on the Sword of Moses comes in. I've always had an interest in the Sword of Moses, but never up to a practical degree to the point where I wanted to work with it. So I was planning on summoning the angels, one of the angels of the Sword of Moses. Keep in mind, okay, I'm going to, you can read the article. I'm shooting this video first, and I will write the article on it later. And in the article, I'm also going to link, for those of you that are unfamiliar with the Sword of Moses, aside from the Wikipedia page, I'm also going to link the actual book itself so that you can read it and go through it. The names of the angels are almost impronounceable, okay? You can hardly pronounce them because they are so difficult. But in any case, I thought about summoning one of the angels because I had questions relating to the Sword of Moses. And I didn't even have to do that. One of them showed up, and it was the first, and I just spoke to him like half an hour ago. This was 2 months ago or something, or a month or two ago, and these angels, this first angel, he told me, you can count on me, or okay, you can simply think about me, or simply think about the Sword of Moses if you need to, and if you need any questions answered, and I'll answer your questions. And I did so today. I kept putting it off because I wasn't in the mood. But the thing is that I kept getting visited by him. Okay, he visited me multiple times. This first angel, and I'm going to tell you guys right now. This first angel, in terms of appearance, he looks like kind of like the Grim Reaper. He is a tall figure dressed in black robe, with a scythe, a big, huge scythe, and that he likes to hold and rest upon the floor. And for the rest, he sometimes has, he seems almost sometimes like he's blind, like he has a piece of cloth covering his face, and other times he doesn't have that. And he has long blonde hair that goes down to here, and sometimes he has pupils, other times he doesn't. He has a nice strong voice, okay, nice and strong and stern, but nothing excessively forceful or coercive. That's what he looks like. His name, hold on for a second, in the Sword of Moses. Sudhzy. Yeah, hold on. I need to unplug my laptop because I'm not gonna be able to memorize this. His first name is I can only spell it Sqdhcy, and in between brackets it says it's a combination of Sadai or Shaddai and Hazak, which means powerful. So I don't know. If you had to pronounce it, I'd say Skudsi, something like that. In any case, this angel has given me an alternate name that he has. He says you can simply call me Krana. That's Kranaa. Once again, I repeat, Krana. That's Krana's name. That's the name I'm going to use. That's obviously a lot better and a lot easier to pronounce. And he said that yes, it is difficult to pronounce something like that because it's Hebrew/Aramaic. So yes, it is hard to pronounce something like that. So you don't have to bother with that. And yesterday was Monday evening, so yeah, last night, I will notice that these angels, generally speaking, are impatient, because Krana was also impatient. He came to me, and the way that he spoke to me was basically to come off as, okay, I visited you a couple of times, are we going to do this or not? And my patron also said, yeah, Morino, you gotta strike while the iron is hot, so just get to it. I mean, seriously, how long are you going to put this off? And Krana told me that you don't have to make any offerings to me or whatever, okay? If you have any questions, just ask me and I'll be happy to answer them, and let's leave it at that. We would appreciate and like the attention. And let's see. What else did I have to mention? No, nothing else really. There's nothing else that comes to mind. Briefly, the few times that I spoke with Krana today, okay, during the few times that I spoke with Krana, I did see subordinate spirits around him only once or twice. And what I liked is that I did see the three other angels, the main angels, so basically four, including Krana, including him, that were that stood beside him. This is normal, because usually when I talk to spirits, okay, they know that I don't like seeing 20,000 of them. I don't like being overwhelmed like that. I just want one person that is basically representing the rest, and that's also the case in this scenario. Funny thing is, or not funny thing, the thing is also that the others look just like him. The only difference is in color. It reminds me almost of the four archangels within the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. Okay. Basically, the other three angels, okay, they look just like Krana, but the difference is that in their color, their robe colors. Another one wore red, the other one wore green, dark green, and the other one wore, I put my finger on it, I think it was white, completely white or something like that. Yeah, I think white. And they're mentioned, I can hardly pronounce their names, okay. The other one is, the second one mentioned is Margizial. The third one is WHDRZYWLW. So Yodrziwawe or something like that. Y would be pronounced Vav in Hebrew, but still, this is a W, so I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. TWTRYSYH in between brackets is the last one. So Twirizi or something like that. yeah, these are the 4 angels that are appointed to the sword of Moses. And oh yeah, another thing about Karana. Karana also asked me to specifically do it today, preferably in the hour of Mars. Today is already the day over which Mars rules, and in the hour of Mars, but that didn't work. I wanted to get things going right away, and Saturn, I did things in the hour of Saturn, but he didn't mind. He told me, no, it's okay, I don't mind. And I also noticed that, and he said, yes, I am also of the order of Seraphim. That's why I lay emphasis on this. And this also showed up in my divinatory readings, okay? When I got that tarot card reading, the Tower, it was then that I understood, oh, that's why that Tower card appears, because back then I couldn't specifically put my place on it. I wasn't completely sure. But yeah, you don't often see that, or I don't often experience that. So when this is the first time that an angel has specifically asked me to do things on a Martian day, so I understand him in any case, okay, because he's of the order of Seraphim. Then yeah, the affinity and correspondence and love for Mars is high, and so on. And he knows my patron well, he says, and all of that. It's all normal, unsurprising to me. Okay. And now down to the grimoire itself. I don't have too much to say, so the rest of this video is going to be short. Again, the sword of Moses is just like the Goetia or any other thing. It has a list of angels, and it's a traditional grimoire in the sense that you're supposed to commit to a bunch of complicated rituals and so on. We're talking about abstaining from sex or from any other mundane things like food or drink, excessive food or drink, and all of these things, okay, for an extensive amount of time, okay, and you have to withdraw from society and all of that. It's literally, it also reminds me of the Abramelin, the operation, the book of Abramelin. But again, that's just to give you guys an overview for those of you that are completely unfamiliar with the book of Moses. That's what the book of Moses is like, and it's a traditional grimoire. It's a traditional grimoire in short. And yeah, that is it. And now in terms of its potency, because of course you don't have to work with this grimoire from a traditional perspective. You can simply, metaphorically speaking, pluck these spirits out of this grimoire and choose to summon them individually, just in a generic or a neutral way, by using modern magical techniques the way that I do, or any way that you see fit. Any magical system that is utilized by most magicians nowadays, regardless of what kind of magical system you practice. Yeah, and now I'm going to discuss its potency, because that's what it all came down to me, okay? You know, how potent is the sword of Moses as a whole. So how potent are the spirits in the sword of Moses as a whole, if I wanted to work with them? And yeah, it turns out very potent, very, very potent, okay? The only drawback of the sword of Moses, the only drawback in working with the sword of Moses would be that is that the results would not show themselves right away. Great things take time, and these angels, generally speaking, do restrict themselves. They basically, you have to prove yourself worthy to them, but they are incredibly powerful and potent nevertheless, okay? So tremendous results would be achievable with them. We're not talking about minor or vague results or even intermediate results. We're talking about the results that are truly noteworthy, truly noteworthy results. That is the potential in short of the Sword of Moses grimoire, okay? And now specifically on the first angel mentioned, the first of the 4 angels mentioned in the Sword of Moses, that are appointed to the Sword of Moses itself, to the grimoire. So again, the one I spoke to, Krana. I already told you guys earlier what he looks like. I think I'm going to, in that article, I'm also going to see if I can find an image that closely describes or that closely gives you guys an indication on what that angel looks like. He reminds me a lot of a video game character that I saw, but again, a dark video game character that I saw in a game called Dark Souls, called Aldrich. That's basically what he looks like. But again, I'm simply going to attach the image so that you guys get a general idea on what he looks like. on his general appearance as he displayed himself before me. And yeah, Krana, I did a checkup on Krana and everything, and Krana is wow. Krana is incredibly powerful, no doubt about that. Okay, the entire astrological chart that I have on Krana is just regarding his character, his skill traits and attributes and all of that. It's just power all the way. Okay, Krana is solar. Okay, in that regard. Krana has an affinity for Mars and he's of the order of Seraphim, but unsurprisingly he's solar. It's kind of similar to Michael. Okay, but yeah, Krana has incredible leadership ability and the ability to bring incredible success to someone's doorstep, regardless of what it is that you need in life. So Krana is just basically an all-star, a champion, whatever it is that you want, whether you want money or this or that or health or whatever you want. Okay, Krana can give it to you. Okay, all the others can give it to you too, but specifically Krana, yeah, he definitely has leadership ability and all of that, which he can bestow upon you. So tremendous life successes radiate his character traits radiate tremendous life successes to any operator that chooses to work with him. Again, but as usual, okay, you have to prove yourself to these angels. They remind me of my patron and vice patron, of course. Okay, if you want truly great results, then you'll have to work with them in the long term. Let's just say a year and so on. My beloved Lord Samael and my vice Lord Sandalphon reminds me especially of Sandalphon, Krana's chart, because Sandalphon also works in that way. Because Sandalphon also works in a solar way, basically bringing solar abundance from every direction. But in any case, again, that is what the potential that the Sword of Moses brings with it. I looked up information on the Sword of Moses online, and unfortunately I can't even find a single thing that denotes someone's work or experience or anything like that. I haven't seen anything, nothing. All I see are PDF links or links to the PDF and just where to download a free ebook and all that nonsense. But I don't see any other article or any other story of someone else who has any experience with the Sword of Moses. This is my experience with him in any case. Now you guys know. I will be keeping it in mind. I will definitely be keeping the Sword of Moses in mind. Specifically Krana, I don't need to work with the others, okay? I don't need him personally, but maybe if a customer requests something or something like that, and then I'll work with Krana. Maybe I'll keep Krana in any case in mind. I know that he's grateful for the chance and for the attention and so on, as well as the spirits mentioned in the Sword of Moses as a whole. But in any case, now you guys know what potential the Sword of Moses has, what my experience has been with the first angel of the four mentioned that are appointed to this grimoire, and basically the front runners of this grimoire, and what the first angel has to offer and what he looks like and so on, and what the drawbacks are. That's the only drawback, and it's not even a real drawback. Okay, great things take time, so if you want to work with one of these angels, then let's just say give it half a year or a year, and then you'll for truly tremendous results. That's what I'm talking about. That is it in any case. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. Oopsie daisy.